Hello everyone, this is the 570 website and I'm going to take a few minutes to talk about the logistics of this course. The other video kind of gets into the pedagogy and the reasons why this course is important. This is just how to do the course. So on a very base level, this course is delivered through two main places. The first is the website. So this is a Google site. It is going to be where our course overview is listed. It's going to provide links to other places and have some basics for the assignments. The actual activities and assignments will be delivered through Google Classroom, which I'll show you in a second. So first, let's go through this. The front page has the course overview. So here is a week-by-week look at the topics, the assignments, some driving questions. This is mostly filled out. There may be a couple changes as we go through, as I think of something else or a new trend pops up or whatever. We have 4 live classes, and they'll be offered on Tuesdays or Wednesdays from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can come to either, and you can come to Tuesday one time, Wednesday another. Doesn't matter to me. Those are in yellow on the course outline here. There's also a list of assignments and activities over on the right-hand side and when they're due. And there's another place where that will be as well. So hold on to that idea for just a moment. Next, there is the syllabus. So next link over is the syllabus. That kind of just goes to the basics of the course. Do a quick review of that. The next link across the top is Zoom. Now, Zoom is our live or synchronous classroom. So it's virtual. We are not meeting on campus. And we're going to meet in this room at 6 p.m. on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, depending upon what choice it is, 4 times over the course of the semester. And basically, you'll click on this link. You'll want to try it before our first class in the second week of the course to make sure it works. Sometimes you have to download something. There's an app on an iPad or an iPhone. And so you can go in and check that out. But this is the link you're going to get to. Every time we have class, come here, click on this, or bookmark it. If you just try and go to Zoom, you're not going to be able to get in. This next piece is a link to Google Classroom. Okay, and so Google Classroom is where we're going to deliver a lot of the instruction. I'll get there in a moment. And here's the join code. So when you go to Google Classroom, you'll use that join code. Just a quick side note, you need a Gmail account to access this classroom. Even if you have a Google Apps or G Suite account with your school district or another employer, you can't use it. You can only use a Gmail account because this classroom was set up with a Gmail account. Just one of those things that we can't get around. So if you don't have a Gmail account, you're going to need to get one. The last tab over here is assignments. So I'm going to first click on the main tab or the assignment list. And this has really every assignment we're doing over the course of the whole semester and when they will be revealed and when they are due. All right. So the top ones are the graded projects. And so that is the assignments that actually have a grade attached to it. Now, the weekly activities, which you'll see is more, a lot of them are smaller, those all fall under the participation part of the grade. So 20% of your grade is the rest of this stuff that we do on a week-to-week basis. They'll be collected mostly through Google Classroom in a few other ways, and there'll be a description. Whenever something is due, I'll lead you to how to turn it in. One thing we will be doing across the course of the semester is modeling a whole bunch of different ways to do things. So you may be really frustrated at times. Past students have said this. We turned it in this way this week, and now we're turning it a different way the next week. That's because I want you to experience how the different ways to turn things in, and then you pick the one that works for you to use with your students. So a lot of the technology pieces may seem kind of scattered because the course is about the technology and using it in a way that's sound that works for your system. So keep in mind as you go through that. Now, the rest of the assignments are linked on here. However, only the PLNs are actually live. The other ones are not embedded yet because I have a couple small changes I want to make to them before I share them with you. So PLN number 1 and PLN number 2. I'm going to be releasing this first week. You'll see them in the Google Classroom stream by the time you get this. And if you notice here, it's actually due 2/18 and 2/25. So that's when those particular ones are due. All right, so that's the website. All right. Oh, and one other quick note is grades will be done in Blackboard. That's the only thing I'm using Blackboard for. And you can get to that by going to blackboard.stsu.edu, or down at the bottom there's a grades will be available in Blackboard. I'll put that link somewhere else as well. I will not be using the gradebook in Google Classroom, at least not at this point. As mentioned previously, all of the assignments are going to be delivered and collected through Google Classroom. So you need a Gmail account to access this classroom, and the access code is available in the on the course website and in the email that you'll be getting. And basically from here, when you come in the classroom, you're going to see all your classes, and you'll find LDT 570 Spring 2018. And here's the stream. The stream has a few things. First, each week I will be putting an outline of what we're doing or what's being introduced, and then all the activities are there. I'll also be that the stream, like Facebook, will get lengthy, okay? So I have put categories. I have the week 1 activities, and I have graded assignments. So for instance, PLN number 1 and number 2 I'm introducing here in week 1, but they are graded assignments, like was discussed in the previous part of the video that talked about they have their own point category, whereas the rest of these activities fall into the participation grade. So a couple things about Google Classroom is there's a few different types of posts. One is called an announcement. That's what you're seeing here. This is where you you're not going to be turning something in. So this is just an outline. Here are some things that I'm asking you to watch and read. So this is the video that's right here that you're watching. There'll be a new version of it uploaded soon. Actually, the logistics video down there. And then once we get down here, this is where there's starting to be assignments. So here's an assignment that you're going to open. It's going to bring you to recap, and you're going to open up that and do that and then turn it in. Here is a question where you're going to look at this document. So it has a little document there, and then you're going to read that, read the articles that are there, and then actually type your answer here, or you can also click there and type your answers. And then once you're done, you hit submit. When you hit submit, it tells me that you finished it. The other item is, let me go back. Stream. And then the other piece is there are some things where, for instance, you have this, the PLNs number 1 and 2, and there'll be other assignments where I click on this. Basically what I can do is I can go to the assignment, and this one is, I look at the assignment PLN number 1, I go through the process of engage, explore, and explain, and then I'm going to answer the questions that are being asked in this Google form. Okay, so once I've finished this Google form, actually let's just do some quick stuff. Your answers are going to be a little bit better than that. I'm going to hit submit, and then I'm going to see this, and it's going to say open assignment. I'm going to hit open assignment, and it's going to bring me right back where I started, and then I'm going to mark as done. So that way I know you've finished it. So this is a way for you to keep track of what you've done and what you need to do. Additionally, if you want to see a list of assignments that are undone, you can go to do. Now this has actually all of my classes here, but I can change it by, actually let me go back to the class, sorry about that. Go back to the class. I can hit view all, and here are just the things that I need to do for LDT 570. So hopefully that gives you a good introduction to Google Classroom. I'll be going into a lot more detail in class and answering questions in our live classes as needed, but feel free to send me an email if you have any questions. For right now, you're going to go back to the stream, and you're going to start the activities, going through each one and doing what's being asked. If you have any questions, you can add a comment. Please keep the comments to relevant questions. Those comments can build up over time, and you certainly can ask the questions there, or you can email me. Thanks a lot. Have a great week. See you soon.